na kung maaari bigyan daw ng automatic eligibility. Hindi ko alam kung that will lower your standards. Perhaps you can impose an exam just to make certain that parang ALS sa DepEd para kahit pa paano may competency test naman para may high school diploma, di ba? Ganun sa DepEd eh. So those bills would ultimately be referred to this committee, and I'm happy that Senator De La Rosa will be chairing that. And thank you very much once again to the civil service.
Thank you, Your Honor. Habol ako doon sa iyo sa CA. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Salamat. Please continue, Commissioner Acosta.
Yes, Chair. Kunti na lang po. 2 points na lang and then I will try to address po yung na-raise ni Sen. Aimee, and we are very grateful po for your support sa CSE. Streamlining accreditation of CPD providers to institutionalize affordable and accessible CPD programs, particularly online or employer-based training, provide government support or subsidies for CPD in critical professions, and finally to expand recognition of practice-based and overseas acquired competencies. We will formalize, Mr. Chair, the submission of the comments of the CSE on these 2 bills. On the points po na ni-raise ni Sen. Aimee about the clamor din po ng mga civil servants natin. Ma'am, we issued na po a some sort of parang pantawid dun sa concern na yan. Number 1 po, we have issued preference rating for 2 sectors. Yung mga matagal na po sa government, mga contract of service, mga job orders na naka 10 years na po, they are entitled to as high as 10 points sa exam. Pag halimbawa 70 points po yung nakuha nila, they will avail of the preference rating and they will be given the eligibility. So that's the first po na pwedeng pangsalubong po dun sa concerns. Tapos meron naman pong barangay.
Just to put it on record, it's ang final ko, baka hindi pa nare-refer dito. It's Senate Bill 1332. Okay, this is last Congress pala. Na-refile pero hindi pa nare-refer.
Apa.
So,
we will comment po. We will comment po. Pero
last Congress pa pala to na carry over this year.
yes, sir.
So you expect it na.
Thank you po. We will
Before you continue, Commissioner Acosta, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Bongo. Thank you, Your Honor, for joining us. Please continue. After him, mag-open statement ka. Yeah.
So
Continue, please.
So again po, aside from the preference rating for COs, mga job orders, meron din po kayong preference rating for the uniform personnel. Yung mga nasa Coast Guard, yung mga pag naka 10 years din po sila, they will be entitled to 10 points. Mag-exam pa rin sila pag nakakuha sila ng at least 70 kasi 80 yung passing, they will be given at most 10 points po para makaabot dun sa passing rate. So,
ibig sabihin ng 10 points, hindi pa rin.
10 points po yung idadagdag sa score nila pag halimbawa kinulang sila sa passing kasi on the other side po kasi Sen,
so hindi siya talaga automatic eligible.
Hindi po because the kabila namang pong interest is we have to preserve po the merit and fitness of those in the government. Kasi po hindi lang sila sa position mo pa permanent, they will use the eligibility forever. So papalipat-lipat sila. So kailangan din po hindi ma-dilute yung merit and fitness sa government. That's why po yung we decided sa level namin sa CSE because it requires legislative law pag halimbawa i-automatic yung grant ng eligibility. But on our end, just to address the concern of our people, meron po kaming ganung issuance para at least yung mga matatagal na po magkakaroon sila ng 10 points. And then meron naman pong batas on SK eligibility and barangay officials eligibility. So they will get, yun po, when they comply with the requirements, they can get eligibility na po outright. Yung mga officials Sangguniang Barangay, yung secretary at treasurer po ng SK kasama din po dun sa eligibility. So those are the measures po na pinasa ng CSE para po ma-promote yung interest po ng mga servants natin sa No po, yung SK batas po, yung SK at barangay official batas.
Barangay?
Batas na rin po yan.
Batas na.
Opo.
Oo.
Yung sinasabi ko po na 10 points, that's an issuance po.
That's why. That's a mere issuance.
Yes.
Sa enlisted personnel yan.
Both po sa uniform personnel and then sa mga contract of service, job orders, casual, contractuals, lahat po ng mga nagtrabaho na sa gobyerno.
Sige, hingi na lang namin yung impormasyon. Kasi
Yes.
parating dinadaing yan.
Yes.
Salamat.
We will provide po.
Mm,
Thank you very much po. That since my manifestation po is my own personal manifestation kasi nga po hindi pa sinasalang yung dalawang bills na ito sa commission, ay if I may po na request na rin po kung willing si Com Louie to voice out din yung own opinion niya on the matter kasi nga po collegial body po kami. Thank you po, Mr. Chairman.
thank you. Ang daya ninyo. Ang pulis pa ako, wala yan. Ngayong hindi na ako pulis, ngayon pa yung labas yan. Hirap na hirap kami noon na professional, civil service professional, CSEE. Kailangan full points talaga kukunin mo noon eh. Ngayon pala, may additional 10 kung 10 years ka na sa serbisyo.
Kung nabitin lang po, pero tingin ko naman hindi kayo mabibitin pag kayo po nag-take ng exam.
Di ba masaya mga pulis ngayon, mga bombero, mga uniform personnel dahil kayang-kaya na nila pumasa na civil service exams. 10 points pala pag 10 years. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair, and to the honorable members of the committee. The matter with regard to the basis for the proposed bills are anchored on the difficulties being faced now by our countrymen, and we do recognize the difficulty with regard to the excessive cost of CPD training. Number two, the lack of accredited providers. Number three, the strain of compliance for those already engaged in full-time work or living abroad. And the Commission will be taking these into consideration when we come up with our position. As you very well know, the Commission is now under the new leadership, of course, with Commissioner Ryan as our senior commissioner. Yours truly has been, having been confirmed, appointed and confirmed this year, and our beloved chairman, distinguished chairman, Attorney Marilyn Baruayap, having been appointed and confirmed last year. And our commission will prepare our position paper, and we do recognize the noble intentions of the good senator. With regard to the digitization efforts, that is a clamor among our HRMOs in all the government agencies. We would like to inform Your Honor that this is very much identified in the Philippine Development Plan for 2022 to 2028. And we do have the Philippine Modernization Plan, our digitalization of all HRMOs and all payroll systems of all government agencies for the country. We have started on this project. It's a World Bank funded project. And we have just submitted our manual of operations. It's been approved by World Bank, and we have started. It will be having our kickoff ceremonies today, this afternoon, and we are doing all these things as we celebrate the 125th year of the civil service, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Paulayan. Tatlo lang kayo dyan, no? Including the chairman.
Yes, Your
Dalawa
Honor.
kayong commissioner
Opo.
plus chairman. So, thank you very much. Senator Bongo, you have the floor for your opening statement.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po sa pagdinig na ito. Distinguished colleagues and to our resource persons. As Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Civil Service, I want to give my full support to the committee headed by our Chairperson, Senator Bato de la Rosa. I am certain that with him at in the helm of this body, the concerns of all professions can be heard, and we will work together to promote the welfare of our professionals and civil servants. Nag-usap nga po kami parati. Actually, parati talaga ako nagpa-follow up sa kanya na sana madinig na po natin ito at marami pong lumalapit during sa mga invitations po sa amin sa iba't ibang mga professions, no? Professions are essential in every society. They provide vital services that address our needs, such as in healthcare, education, engineering, law, among others. Each profession demands a certain level of expertise, training, and even ethical responsibility to ensure that all professionals are equipped to serve effectively in our society. Mr. Chair, marami po akong mga panukalang batas na inihain para sa kapakanan ng iba't ibang mga profesyon. Some of the bills I filed are Senate Bill 172, or the new medical technology law to update the current legislation, Republic Act number 5527 or the Medical Technology Act of 1969. So ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, mas matanda pa ito sa akin itong batas na ito. At marami pong nananawagan sa akin, even sa mga page, no? Yung sa Life of a Medtech, ano na ho bang update? Ito na po yung update dahil bagamat isang boto lamang po ako, of course, with the support of the chairman, magpa-file din po siya ng kanyang bill, ay sana po umusad po itong mga bills na ito, not only sa medtech, but sa iba't iba pang mga profession. At marami po talagang mga batas na kailangan ng i-repeal o i-amend kasi masyado ng matagal. Sabi ko nga, mas matanda pa sa akin. Pero gusto lang po namin i-explain ni...
Your Honor, Senator Bongo, for a while,
Oh.
hindi magpa-file. Nakapile na.
Nakafile na pala. Salamat.
Thank you.
Salamat. At gusto lang po namin i-explain ni Mr. Chairman, bilang Vice Chairperson, sabi ko nga, dito ako, susuporta parati. Isang boto lamang po ako, 2 boto lamang po kami. Kailangan rin po namin ang tulong ng mga kasamahan namin dito sa Senado. At para maisabatas ito, of course, dadaan rin po sa lower house, sa Kongreso, at pipirmahan po ito ng Presidente. So magtutulungan po tayo dito. Ako naman po sa abot ng aming makakaya ay naintindihan namin kayo at tutulong po kami. At hindi po kami titigil sa aming trabaho na bukas po ang aming opisina para sa inyo. At going back dito sa MedTech Law, sabi ko 1969 pa po ito. Ito pang Senate Bill 406 or the Advanced Nursing Education that will open opportunities for Filipino nurses to pursue graduate level education and specialization. Senate Bill 674 or the Magna Carta of Government Accountants to empower government accountants to carry out their duties with diligence, independence, and adherence to the highest ethical standards. Magpa-file rin po ang ating chairperson itong bill na ito. Senate Bill 675 or the Philippine Midwifery Act sa ating mga midwives. Magpa-file din po ang ating chairperson to update Republic Act 7397. Or the Philippine Midwifery Act of 1992. And the Senate Bill 1282 or Electrical Engineering Act to revise Republic Act number 7920 which was passed in 1995. Nandito rin po ating mga representative from midwife. Nandito po ang national from midwife natin, no? Dito po ang ating mga officers, sila Miss Patricia Gomez. Nandito rin po ang MedTech, PAMET, National President, Miss Luella Bertuccio. Mr. Chair, bago lang po sila, sabi niya, parating raw sa iyo. Salamat. Sana sa next pagdinig mo ay matatakel na rin po ito. Nag-file naman po ang ating another bill rin po bilang isa sa mga author. Ang ating mga electrical engineering, dito po si Engineer Alberto Herrera. Salamat po sa inyong pagdalo sa first organizational hearing. Kung mapansin niyo po, Mr. Chair, most of our bills focus on revising or updating decades-old laws for professional regulation. Marami na pong nagbago sa mundo ngayon at nararapat lang po na maging akma sa panahon ang mga batas para sa ating mga professionals. I am confident with the very capable leadership of our chairman, Senator Bato de la Rosa, marami na tayong maisa sa batas dito. In relation to this, Mr. Chair, I am supportive of your endeavor to review Republic Act 10912 or the Continuing Professional Development Act of 2016. As we all know, this law mandates CPD as a requirement for the renewal of professional license of all registered and licensed professionals for the practice of their professions. There are some concerns that the implementation of Republic Act 10912 made it burdensome, to Filipino professionals, especially the OFWs. Each professional has to shoulder costly fees for them to legally practice in our country. Marami po ang hindi na rin po kaya ang ganitong gastusin. May ilan rin po nagsasabi na professional development should only be voluntarily. Nandito naman po ang iba't ibang professional associations para makuha natin ang kanilang mga posisyon at sentimento sa issue. Papakinggan po natin sila at maraming salamat po sa ating mga commissioners ng CSC, Commissioner Pangulayan, tagal na rin po kayo sa gobyerno, Commissioner Ryan Costa. At alam na alam niyo naman po ang trabaho dito sa gobyerno. Unahin po natin yung kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan. Wag ho natin silang pahirapan